Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, EQOA Nostalgia here, and welcome back to the frozen wilds of Tunaria. We are about to make our way up to Lady Vox and get hopelessly lost, I'm sure, but it's alright. You know, we can always speed things up and, you know, just kind of cut out all the boring bits, and we can also do this. So, that helps a little bit. Now, I wouldn't recommend trying to do this once, you know, the game is up proper because, well, it's probably going to get you banned. Actually, I know it will. So you're not going to want to do that. But right now, yeah, I don't really think it's a big issue. But I don't want to do it too much because it really kind of spoils it, right? So here's a bunch of frost giants. I don't think they were all gathered around here like this. Maybe they were. It's been years. It's been a long time. But I seem to remember there were frost giants around all of these too. So I don't think they've placed them all in this area yet. I kind of left off over in the corner a little bit with the sun going down, so it works out. I like to, in case you guys didn't notice, I kind of like to allude to where we're going next. In the first episode, I didn't really do that. I just showed everybody Tethlin. It's like, oh, this looks pretty. And then I decided, you know what, let's just kind of give a teaser of where we're going next. That would be good. So you can tell I didn't really think this out. I was just really eager to get back into the game and start talking about it again. And this is one of Mrs. Nostalgia's favorite mobs right here. I used to have to stop her all the time, guys, because we'd be on our way to do something. It's like, no, 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 no. And I mean, I didn't stop her. Let's be honest. She didn't stop. She killed him anyway. I could never stop her from killing those guys or the slimes. Now, the slimes, that was a personal vendetta. Snow Griffin looks really cool. And we've got Scandalf with us, so that's good. Sometimes she gets a little lost when we go inside places, but I think she'll stay with us. You gotta love all the different ice giants. Ice Drake, Bear. Alright, so there's an entrance over there. But we want to go through here because it's a little bit more eventful. It's probably easier to find Vox, though, if we were to go through that one, but we're going to come through here anyway. See how hopelessly lost we can get. Hopefully the music's not too loud. I've been having trouble with that, trying to keep my voice above some of the music, because some of this dungeon music gets really loud. And I might have to make some changes and just put music over it. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, that totally happened. Pay attention, buddy. We could speed up, but I mean, I'll just fall off again. Making minor adjustments. Not so easy. Alright, here we go. Going straight's not an issue. There was a guy in here, I remember. He used to run. I think they all did that. They would run to go get help if they were in trouble. And if you didn't take them down fast enough, that's one of the things that people forget about with more modern RPGs. MMORPGs is running away was a big issue for us back then. You could get wiped from it. And as a matter of fact, that's usually what got you in trouble. Or somebody's pet. There's that too. Who do we have? Frostborn the Third. Captain Herc. To be honest, I didn't come here much. Like I said, I didn't do a lot of raiding, so this kind of stuff, even once you were able to kind of, I think you can come in here and solo it without too much trouble. Yeah, because I remember Druids soloing Vox, so. Alright. To say that I feel like this is a daunting task before me is. It wouldn't be doing it justice. Houndsman Prek. I kind of remember that guy. I remember there was another goblin like him that used to roam around on like a white warg. Let's see. Oh. I don't know why I thought that opened up right there. Alright, you know what? We're taking the cave. Because this place, I don't remember how to even get near where she is from going through here. If you even can at all. I'm not positive, honestly. So we're gonna go out. Was there something back here? No. Yeah, we're gonna go out and just jump right over here and come around because it's just wow. It's probably somewhere in the middle. You have to go up to go down or something silly like that. I don't know. But this over here, it's good to show this anyways. Because when you play the game, this is probably where you're going to want to go. If memory serves. Alright, what's to the left and right? Got a couple of dudes waiting to ambush you as soon as you come in. You gotta love it. I always like the walls in here. I always thought this was cool. He's cool. I don't think I ever fought him before. I always like the drakes. The drakes are just really cool. Of course, we'll probably go past him 500 times. Okay. I don't know if I had to go through there. I'm so confused. I do not remember this at all. Whoa. I've never seen this before. I don't know how I ever missed it. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so now I think we're back over in the castle part, right? Who's this? Huh. Must have been a quest guy. Interesting. Well, I don't think we're going to get to Vox by going through here. It's worth taking a look around, though. I mean, why not? Most of this episode is going to be just wandering around inside of Vox's castle. Ice Goblin Thief. Oops. Priestess Lagertha. Uh-oh. Watch your step. That's funny. I wonder how many people fell in here and ended up getting killed. You can probably get out and they can't follow you, but it's still funny. I don't know. Back in the day, if multiple things saw you and hit you all at once, yeah, you're usually a goner, huh? It's pretty sinister. And I'm glad I fell for it, literally. And I've fallen for it before, too. A few weeks ago when I came through here. Alright, so We were talking about this earlier, Mrs. Nostalgia and I. She said, didn't you have to go through here to get... Whoa. I don't remember him. Snowgrin? I don't remember Snowgrin being back here. I do remember Snowgrin being spawned in Freeport, though. Maybe he was here the whole time. Grill mesh, frost cackle. That's awesome. But yeah, she mentioned that there was like a false wall you could go through, but that's more like a tapestry, but it's kind of the same thing. I hope we're on the right trail now. Oh, these are elites. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Growltooth? Sweet. What's up, Growltooth? Whoops. I almost don't want to con things in front of me because I don't want to con Vox without just coming around the corner and then boom! There she is! Nice! I had a feeling she was close. Finally. Once again, Mrs. Nostalgia was right. She was behind a false wall. Pretty much. I mean, it was like a tapestry or a tabard, but still. Someday, guys, I'll get to take her down. I want to solo her on my druid. I never got to do it. And I remember the night that the server went down, somebody was streaming. I can't remember what his name was. It was like Shoe something or other. And he was in here. And I think he took her down that night one last time. That or it was just showing old footage, but... I seem to remember in the PlayStation Underground disc, they showed people inside of blocks of ice, like Vox had frozen them.
And now, console owners will be able to make the leap into this incredible fantasy realm when EverQuest Online Adventures makes its debut on the PlayStation 2 in spring of 2003.
And I was kind of disappointed when I finally made my way here to see that that never happened. But I did come out here when the game was still live. I don't think she was up though, but I got to see the room she was in. And she was camped often because of the plane of sky, the teleportation stuff for wizard and druid. So, but yeah, for me, she's kind of like the ultimate goal, aside from getting the staff of the Jade Forest, which that involves taking out Nagafin. So Vox and Nagafin are it's kind of perfect, isn't it? You know I had to hit her. I mean, yeah, I can't really take her down. But still, nevertheless, I wanted to attack her just to see her attack animation real quick. I did it before. Oh, I'm out of range. I did it before, like 8 months ago, but I just wanted to do it again. This is gonna take like an hour. Oh no, I lost my healer. Well, I left G. I need help over here. Let's take a look. Oh, we've got a Londra, a Necro. Maybe he'll want to come out. I have to wonder if that's a Lutra. I don't know. They just showed up, so they knew I was here. So this is somebody who knew I was here and was looking at the map. What's up, man? Of course, he can't hear me, obviously. I'm gonna ask if this is a Lucha. Well, that was cool, guys. I just met a random player. I thought for sure it was a Lucha, but no. Like I said, I was standing in here hailing stuff inside, so It's kind of obvious, and they made their way here. They remembered how to get here. They were from the European server. I'd show you guys all the text, but we were talking for like 10 minutes. But yeah, they come from the European server, and those guys actually, when they bought Frontiers, they only unlocked Masterclass, all the CM stuff. They didn't get anything else. That's pretty brutal. And then they got shut down earlier than us as well, I think. So there was a lot of things that they just kind of, I don't know, it just really stinks for those guys. I always felt bad for them, because all of us in the community, I think, and the people who worked hard on the game, we deserved more. Honestly, if they would have brought it to PS3, I think it would have really done better. And one of the developers said that on the LFG podcast. I'll probably have a snip in there for you guys to listen to.
And then once the next generation came out with PS3s and Xbox 360s and stuff, then we were all like, or at least I was like, oh yeah, see if we come out then. Like everything, those things come with network jacks, and they're all online services.
Honestly, we should have done a PS3 version of the EQOA client.
Yeah.
Many of us wanted to, but there just wasn't executive support for it.
And you know, he's right, and I've said that since something like 2011 or 12, I don't even know, for a long time, that if they would have done that, the market was there for it, because there were people looking for a fantasy MMORPG with that Tolkien-esque style. I remember there was like a big craving for that at the time on consoles, or something like World of Warcraft, and this could have filled that gap. And if it would have come out on PS3, they could have added onto it. They could have done a lot more with it. They could have, they wouldn't redo everything, but they could have just added more to it to help touch it up. But yeah, that never happened, and it's really sad, because I think that, like the developer said, it could have been really big. It could have been bigger than EverQuest 1, because it had that audience available to it on the PS3. But if they would have had that marketing push for it, like EverQuest is new again, come check it out, PS3. They never really marketed good for us either. They didn't really see too many commercials. And one of the commercials they had was just terrible. But yeah, I know I'm ranting and raving about things that never happened, but it just stinks when you think back how the network adapter and all those things kind of were a barrier, and they got in the way. And when the time was right, they just weren't willing to keep investing in it, and they just walked away. Alright guys, so I returned home to Hollis. I really want to go see Tack, and I want to go to the ice cave, but I've got a little bit of a dilemma. One of my kittens just hopped on my lap. You could probably hear him. He's kind of loud, so just give me a second here. Alright, so all three of them are just chilling on the bed. They look like they're sleeping. They shouldn't get up and terrorize us while we try to do this. But we're about halfway through the video, so I'm going to go fast in between all of these places I want to show you guys, because there's still a decent amount of stuff here in the north before we start moving on to other areas. Alright, here we are. This place was so heavily camped by the time we found out about it. And the way that Mrs. Nostalgia got this was pretty intense. She just ran into one of the igloos and Tack spawned really fast. That's kind of how EverQuest go. It's one of those things. People were here probably for hours, and they were really mad when she came out with it. And he had it on him too. He had it on him, so she knew that he was going to drop it. And it was actually my 21st birthday. I've told this story before, but it's been years. I was all the way up in the Adirondacks, camping with my cousin, and we were actually looking for an ice cave up there, which is really funny. We never found it. We ended up getting lost. I found a logging trail up there, and thank God for that, because if we wouldn't have found that logging trail, they would have had to send rangers out there to find us. But we found our way back. It was dark when we did. It was pretty creepy. But anyway, I ended up getting home, and she had the shield for me as a 21st birthday gift, and it was still really new. And I remember wearing it around, and people were legitimately trying to scam me constantly. Oh, just let me see it. Just open trade. Just do this, just do that. It's like, no. And then some people were getting mad at me just for having it. It was really weird. And I remember thinking, this thing's kind of a curse, because people, they would just get really jealous about it. But that was really early on. Those were the early days. And back in those days, we kind of had more trolls and people who weren't really nice, and they kind of filtered out. But this camp, really awesome. And like I said, I'm probably going to try to rush this camp. So if somebody else is rushing this camp, chances are you're going to see me here with Mrs. Nostalgia trying to get it too. But yeah, I mean, it's fair game for everybody, so good luck to you. Just don't try to train me, because if I'm on my druid, oh man, back in the day, people used to mess with us all the time. And don't ever mess with a druid. You're not going to train us. We're just going to turn around and usually just dump something back on you. But, oh man. And there was another one up here too, right? Yeah. There's another igloo up here. But he wouldn't spawn up there, I don't think. He just spawned in those 3 igloos. Maybe I'm wrong. It's been a long time, but I don't see anything else in here that would be with him either. So, yep, there you go, guys. Tag Frostbiter. Alright, so as you can see, we've made our way back to HUZZAH. Now we're going to start going towards the ice cave. It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm probably going to miss the mark a few times, but we're going to go ahead and speed it up. Alright, there it is. It's so funny that you can cheer while you're under the water. I always messed that up. I always went too far, and then I had to turn around and come back around. Every single time. I don't think I've ever done this without going the wrong way first. One of these days I'm going to learn. I'm going to figure it out. I don't know. Ever since I got back onto the server, onto this server, I've got this feeling like I need to master this. I need to just figure out where everything is, and that way I can just do it blindfolded. Anybody else feel that way? I don't think so, because I'm the only one who's ever really on this server. Like I said, I come across people now and then, and we did come across that person earlier. But there was a king in here. I think he was over here. Somewhere it leads down around to get to him, right? Yep. Here we are. There he is. He's just like chilling over here, guarding his horde. King Ixil. I think I'm saying that right. He's cool. I like the way he looks. His chain armor. And the spikes coming off of the top of the pauldrons there. Look at the gold. That is awesome. There's just something about that old school low res looking stuff. You can see the devs were, just being creative as they can with the limited stuff that they had. And there's a certain charm to that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I know it's not just me. There's other people who feel the same way. But yeah, this place is awesome. And there's actually a way to get out without going through the water, or to get in here without going through the water. So there's an entrance. I think it's back behind me somewhere. But I want to come down here because there's something else down here. I can't remember. We used to try to camp this guy. Yeah, him right there. Mystic Hijik. Something like that. Yep. Arctic spider. Yep, I remember the spider being there. Mystic was chilling over here. Her teeth. I love all these old models. They're just awesome. And then you had all the alchemy stuff over here. Yeah, I know a lot of people really fondly remember this place, so I wanted to make sure I came here. I myself and Mrs. Nostalgia very much fondly remember it, and most people would come across it thinking, ooh, surely not many people have found this spot. And probably at first, but that was one of the cool things about this game, is that you could be the first to discover stuff like this. Alright, here we are in Castle Light Wolf, which means one thing. Frost Giant refugees, let's go. Whoa! That kind of stops a fella in his tracks. That's a lot of mobs right there. Well, they just kind of disappeared over here. What happened? Whoa. I was about to say, am I seeing things? Shadow Wisp. I always like the wisps. I know I say that every time I come across a wisp, but I didn't like them like that. I like the way they looked. Let's be clear. I hated wisps. Everybody hates wisps. But they did look cool. So this place over here, man. Mrs. Nostalgia and I came here a lot, and she also used to come here with a necromancer. I don't think she can remember his name. And she would come here on her necromancer, and they would camp this place and kind of claim it and keep other people away from it. Because if you remember right, I think it was the toes they dropped, or the rings, something like that. Glyphs. There were glyphs, and then there were giant toe rings or something. So yeah, this place, great spot to make money once you get up in levels, because this is like, I don't know, level 50 or something like that. But yeah, this was the Renegade. Yep, Refugees and Renegade, but we called it Refugees. Tucker and Big Eye. I've actually just looked at him on the map. And you're probably thinking, what? What do you mean you looked at him on the map? Well, there's a map that these guys have been working on. And it's kind of like this, I don't know how to explain it. It reminds me of RuneScape, but it's like a live map where you can see everything. I'll show you guys in a second, but there's a weapon a lot of people fondly remember. I can't remember the name of that thing. There were a few different weapons that had that graphic, but you guys know which one I'm talking about. It was really popular back in the day. But yeah, this is going to be fiercely contested once again, hopefully. Those are my hopes and my dreams, that someday people will be like, hey, get out of here, pal. This is my camp. And somebody's got to contact Jeremiah. Jeremiah, they stole my camp. That would be pretty cool. That would be a good problem to have. But yep. I just want to make sure I swung through here real quick and paid my respects. Alright guys, so here's that interactive map I was talking about. This is incredible. This blew me away. When Jeremiah sent this to me, I was like, what? I don't know how long this has been around, but this is brilliant. And whoever worked on it, Jeremiah, anybody who worked on this, thank you so much, because this is so nice. This is such an incredible tool to use. To look around, and you can see right here, you can see all the mobs, and on the bottom left it shows their ID, and in the top left you can see the latitude and longitude. So it's showing where everything is in the world, pretty much. You don't have to run out there and wondering, oh, if it's, I wonder if that's out there or this is out there. Like, for example, Elephant Graveyard. I didn't know if Siliscore was there, but yep, you can see right here. He's right there. So, but it is there's kind of something about just wandering around aimlessly trying to find stuff, and then you find it, you're like, aha, you know, you have that aha moment. There's Kelenar. I really like it over here. It's just a really nice looking area. Let's see, where were we just now, guys? We were up here. You can tell by this little horseshoe. Here's those igloos. Right over here, that's me. So you can see people who are running around, and I suggested to Jeremiah that they should turn the actual players orange or something, just so if somebody's messing around they can see it more clearly. It's just cool to be like, oh hey, there's another player. But this is really nice. I'm really grateful to have this. Alright, we're almost to Parathior, however you pronounce his name, the 49 epic guy that everybody remembers so fondly. He should be over here. I mean, I looked at the map and it says, yeah, there he is. Okay, let's slow this down. It's gonna go crazy. Whoa. He's back. So things kind of come in and out now and then. So here's Orenson. I'm not exactly sure how the story went, but I think we had to try to protect Oranas. And he came down as a little ball. And he would spawn over here. And I don't remember all of the particulars, but I do believe this was for the Mage 49 Epic. It was for casters. So, like a wizard would have done it, probably Elk, I believe. Let me know if I'm mistaken down in the comment section, guys, because I want to get this stuff straight. It is in the strategy guide, but this thing is like... it's kind of rough getting through it because the print is so small. There's a lot of information in there, but it's just kind of buried in a huge book. So it's just best to ask the community these questions without having to go diving into that thing. But yeah, I just wanted to show him real quick. He's definitely awesome. And actually, now that I think of it, we're just going to run straight from here over to Anu Village, because I should be able to make it from here. It's been years since I've done this run, and it's not like I've ever gone from him over to there. Not to my knowledge anyway, but yeah, I don't remember what the fastest way to get to Anu Village was. There might have been a coach that took you there. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe it was a teleport spell, I remember. Because I remember being able to get kind of close to it. We'll find out when we get there if there's a coachman. It just hasn't been hooked up yet. But like I said, it's been a long time, so. Should be getting kind of close. I don't think there was really anything else out here to check out other than Aviax and Dreadnought. I couldn't find Dreadnought. It's kind of bumming me out, guys. Whoa, wait, what was this? I can't remember this. I do remember looking at it. I just don't remember exactly what it was. Tomb of the Unknown on the unnamed king, right? Must be. I do remember coming in here, but I didn't spend a whole lot of time in here. How do you get up there? I don't remember. Right over here? Yep. Oops. There we go. So this is interesting. I always like the undead camps. Of course, their aggro range was insane. I don't think any other game has done that. So we made a bit of a pit stop here. Scaldy Runehoof. I vaguely remember coming in here with our guild Shades of Grey. I can't remember what we were doing. It might have been part of getting our Dreadnought or the key to IOD or something like that with Dreadnought. Something, I don't know. Grimkey Dark Rider. Oh, he's another dude. I'm not going to explore this whole place right now just because it would take a while. But yeah, it's interesting. I completely forgot about this. There's got to be many spots like this that I forgot about. I can't wait until we can come back here and actually group up and get loot like I said in the last video. Alright, let's get out of here real quick. We'll zip right over here, because we should be coming up on 40 minutes pretty soon. The little glass. You gotta love how they put like a little lens on there. Alright, let's slow this back down. Yep. And this is where we went. One of the guys that would sell different forms, right? What else did they sell over here, guys? I can't remember. Like I said, I left in 2007. They might have changed what they sold over here. I do remember there would be like an invasion that happened over here every now and then, vaguely. Wow. It's been so long ago. There's just like weird flashbacks of getting killed over here and a bunch of people showing up. Pit claws come running in or something like that. I don't remember, but I always like coming over here and getting the different forms and everything. But I'm not certain exactly what it was tied to, if it was a certain event that we had to come over, if it was a limited time, or if it was always available. All of these things I forgot. So yeah, like I said, if you guys remember these things, please let me know in the comments. It also helps the channel to grow. The more people talk in the comments, the more that YouTube says, oh hey, people are actually, they care about this video, they're speaking about it. So anything that you guys can think of to talk about, and not just for that reason, but because I'm genuinely curious about these things I'm asking you all. So I'm not just farming for I'm just farming for more search relevance here, but it does help. Alright guys, just over this hill is the last stop on our guided tour of the northern wilds of Tunaria. Try saying that 3 times fast. So there's also another statue like this down in a cave, and I think I mentioned this before, but I didn't know about it for years. I'm pretty sure I never came across it until I got on the save state, and I stumbled down there and was like, whoa, and Mrs. Nostalgia was like, yeah, it's you didn't know that was there? There's like 3 of these statues. Huh? That was news to me. So if there's 3 of these, I don't know if there's any more. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. But these are kind of funny. It's like they have evil ones too, the hands down in the swamp, to kind of match these more righteous looking ones. But really cool. Best shield in the game right there, in my opinion. Well, there's several that use that graphic, but it's got the best graphic. Over here, I believe, is the Arctic Bandit Camp. But yeah, we're getting close to 40 minutes, so we're going to wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comment section. Make sure you rate and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all in my next video.